Hello, I'm TheNerdySteve and welcome to my movie review channel. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, or subscribing. Today I will be reviewing Jon Favreau's Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu in one take. So, let's go. In the aftermath of the fallen empire, the New Republic sets out to protect what the rebellion has fought for. This means seeking the help of the Mandalorian, a bounty hunter. Full disclosure, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I haven't seen any of the television shows, so leave right now if you think that discounts my opinion of this film. Ultimately, I think a movie should stand on its own, and that's what I'm coming into this film with, and it does a decent yet unspectacular job. The Mandalorian and Grogu is not going to surprise or wow anyone with its story. It's incredibly simple. The Mandalorian is given a task, and he sets out to do it. Of course, it's not that simple, and he has to take a little bit of a detour to accomplish his goal, but then that's it. There is nothing groundbreaking here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think that is what confused me the most about this movie. Its scale was minute. Maybe I'm only comparing it to a TV show because I know it is one, but its scale felt more akin to 3 episodes of television rather than a movie. Everything resolved rather quickly and effortlessly. The politics weren't complex and neither were any of the characters' motivations. Maybe my expectations were too high. But the movie does have a lot of action scenes, and except for maybe 2, I found them to be very underwhelming. Maybe it's part of the trope of the Mandalorian, but he was often way too obviously invincible. I get that he's a super powerful being, but it was very annoying how often everything aimed at him missed. I just don't find that engaging as a viewer. This made most of the fight scenes have such a low intensity to them. There's a scene about the middle of the film where the Mandalorian is fighting a bunch of different creatures, and I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting. But it was such a letdown. There was very little creativity when it had so much potential to be unique and cool. My favorite fight sequence happens towards the end, and it's when he's in water and there's this sense of dread. There was fear here. That he might not be okay and that his enemies could best him. I enjoyed this. And maybe part of the entertainment value of this film comes from watching an invulnerable protagonist beat everyone else. But I want tension, so it mostly just wasn't for me. Also, I don't get Grogu, the Mandalorian's cute little apprentice. I swear to God, they use sound effects of literal human babies for him at some points. It's just so bizarre. I think the film relies on him being this adorable object that does what the plot needs to get done in order for it to move on. He just doesn't seem like his own character. Again, everything about him was weird to me. I think him not talking, just making sounds, left me a little disenchanted. I think there's a lot to love if you're a Star Wars fan. For example, there are these hilarious creatures that succeeded for me where Grogu failed, and expands on the lore of the films, albeit in a cursory way. And there's some cool action with ships. It's all very serviceable, but that's it. Overall, Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu was, as I said, serviceable. It doesn't do anything new. It doesn't do anything particularly well or interesting. It just kind of exists. I know some people will be happy it does, but to me, it didn't really wow me. It was mundane and ordinary, and that's not what I want from a sci-fi action film, let alone a Star Wars movie. I didn't hate my time with it, but I wish I liked it more. I'm TheNerdySteve, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, like and subscribe, and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.